Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you're a newcomer or not, but if you are, please hit the subscribe button so that you can stay abreast of what all I've got going for you. I've got a couple already in the key of C and the key of G, which recommend starting off the key of G because everything is, I've done it in a progressive manner where all you have to do is add a couple of chords each time to get you, learning the guitar and learning separate keys. Make yourself more flexible. A lot of people just learn one key and use a capo. Sometimes that's cheating. Some songs you can't play like that. So sometimes it's better to try to develop a better library and get more knowledge in your head as far as the keys of the guitar and that kind of thing. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth to this one, get you a little bit more informed. Key of D is a good one because it's real good for my voice, and most baritone men, D is a good chord for those as well. So learn it. Like I said, a lot of these chords, as we learn the D, it's going to be a crossover when you go to learning key of A and the key of E. You're going to have the D in both of those as well, and a lot of the minor chords as well. So keep that in mind as you're learning, and don't say, well, I don't need to learn that key, because the more you learn, the more you're informed, and the more you hear the sound of separate chords and how they sound, the more familiar you're going to be as far as learning other songs that you like. So let's get on to it. Let's study it. Get this down for you and get you learning the guitar. So I'll be right back. We'll get a close up and we'll get started. Well, the first chord I'm going to teach you is going to be the D string. D is the root chord in the key of D. And so it's the one chord. I don't know if you've learned the numbering system, but you always number your root chord, number 1. And then your other 2 major chords are 4 and 5. That way, if you know that and somebody says you've learned a key in D, you've learned a song in D and you want to learn it in C, then all you got to do is change over your 1, 4, and 5 chords. Pretty simple when you look at it that way. Okay, first off, you take your first finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Second finger is on your 1st string, 2nd fret. And your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. Should sound something like that. That's also the first chord, Sweet Home Alabama. So all Southern rockers got to learn that chord first. But also the D is very versatile. You can move that up and down the neck. You can also, by lifting that finger, you make it a suspended 2nd chord. Yours sounds like it's missing something, kind of lingering. That is your suspended 2nd. And then by putting your finger down here on the 3rd fret of your 1st string, it's a suspended 4th. You probably heard that going into the lead on the Stairway to Heaven. Do it quite a bit too. It's kind of a way to build tension in a song. So, but now, like I said, main thing is concentrate on making that D chord, getting it right. All right. Your 4th chord in this is a G. Your G is you take your 1st string, 5th string, 1st finger, 5th string, 2nd fret, 2nd string on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of your 1st string. That's your G. That's also going to be in the key of G and the key of C. So, like I said, once you learn some of these chords, they're going to allow you to play different versions of the song by changing the key in them. So the more you learn, the more chords you add to your library, the better off and the more versatile you are. Okay, the next one is an A. Yay, if you got fat fingers like me, I can play with 2 fingers, but ideally they want you to play it with 3, and I just can't play with 3. But you've got to hold down your 4th string, 2nd fret, your 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 2nd string, 2nd fret. And that's your A, and that would be your 5th chord. Your G would have been your 4th chord. This is your 5th chord. So now you've got the D, your G, A. Now that's all of your major chords in the key of D. So now the next one we're going to learn is E minor. E minor, you take your 1st finger. They want you to play it with 2 fingers. Here again, I cheat, play it with 1 finger usually. But it's on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and the 4th string, 2nd fret. That's all you do. Now you hear the eerie sound. That usually sets you up to let you know that that's a minor chord. Anytime you hear that sort of a lonesome drone or whatever in it, that is a minor chord. Now this E and this A is going to be very useful because they're going to transition themselves into other chords in the process that you're going to want to learn and need to learn. So make sure you get those down as well. This is going to be your F sharp minor. So you're just going to take those 2 that you did there, and you're going to move them up to there. To move it up 2 frets, and then you're going to bar that entire length of that fret there at your 2nd fret, and these are going to go up to the 5th string and 4th string of your 4th fret. That's your F sharp minor. That's a movable chord as well. So that's why I was telling you about the E and the A. Both of those will move. Now the next one, the last of the minors, is a B minor. B minor, you're in the same fret, barring that whole same thing, but you're playing, if you'd been in the other, there's A minor, which is on your 2nd string, 1st fret, 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret. That's an A minor. But if you slide it up 2, bar behind it, that's a B minor. And that is your last minor chord in the key of D. So you got a D, G, A, E minor, F sharp minor, B minor, back to D. Now typically if a song is in the key of D, it'll usually end in the chord of D. That don't necessarily always have the rhyme or reason, but typically speaking, that's the way it does. So, like I said, practice these chords, get good at these, and be able to go between the other 2 I've taught you, the key of G and the key of C, and get your practice in as far as swapping and going from chord to chord. And get used to changing. Now, like I said, change your major chords first. Get those 3 down. Go over and over with your major chords. And then slowly work one of the minors in, and then keep going backwards and forwards between the major and minor until you get all 3 of your minors worked in with your majors. And because usually when you got a song in the major chords, it typically has just 1 minor in it. Occasionally you'll run into one where they'll stretch it into 2, and very rarely do they have all 3 of the minors in the same song. So with that in mind, good luck, and keep moving forward. and I love to teach you, and I hope that I can help you. Like I said, if you like it, thumbs up. If you would, subscribe. If you have any comments, good, bad, or otherwise, please let me know. Be glad to chat with you about any of them. Or if you have any requests or anything that I can do that makes something clearer for you or whatever, feel free to drop me a comment. I'll be glad to chat back at you. So thanks again, and keep rocking and keep learning this music, and let's make a bunch of musicians out in the world. Somebody that can make music with a guitar and a musical instrument, instead of somebody sitting back and just pre-programming stuff. So good luck, and thanks for listening.